president doesn't know everything. I frankly am very disappointed in Tinubu, very disappointed. I thought he understood economics. Now I realize he's just a bookkeeper.
How do you mean bookkeeper?
Because bookkeeper is an accountant. He's an accountant. He collects money, accounts for it, but to develop business, to develop the economy, takes a business mind. Somebody who has run industry before, employers, employees, understand the give and take in business. Evidently, he doesn't know it, and he's not listening.
I want you to replay that words again and understand what is being said there. Somebody is describing the president of the most populous black nation on earth. The president that is leading the affairs of over 200 million persons, and is describing him as a bookkeeper. Anyone can be a bookkeeper. Even someone that did not see the 4 walls of primary school can be a bookkeeper. Of course, Festus Keyamo told us that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not go to school. He taught himself at home. But Tinubu brandished himself as an accountant that worked in Deloitte. He took over the job of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. 1 year after, it has shown that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not an accountant but a bookkeeper. And the man went on to describe why he called Bola Ahmed Tinubu a bookkeeper, because he did not understand the dynamics of economies. He did not understand the dynamics of politics and leadership in the country. He did not understand the dynamics of ruling over 200 million persons. Problem in Nigeria is complex, and it takes someone that understands complex situation, someone that has built wealth, someone that has created wealth, someone that is able to work with young, vibrant mind in order to build an empire. And that is not the kind of person that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not Mr. Peter Obi. That is the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing the job of Mr. Peter Obi. After the 2023 general election, Nigeria was facing an existential threat. We were going towards the economic doom. What Nigeria needed at that particular point in time was not someone like Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No, Nigeria needed someone like Mr. Peter Obi. There is a huge gap of difference between these two individuals. One is a politician and the other is a wealth creator. Anyone can be a politician, even Nyesom Wike is a politician. Of course, Kwankwaso is a politician. Anyone can be a politician in this country, but it takes few people to be wealth creator. And the people that are wealth creator are people with ingenuity in mind. During the last election, many people said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be allowed to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria because of what he did in Lagos. But many people did not ask a very important question. What exactly did Bola Ahmed Tinubu do in Lagos? Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not do anything in Lagos. He simply was opportune to be in a period where Nigeria was experiencing economic boom. The dawn of democracy in 1999 was the period of economic boom in Nigeria. President Olusegun Obasanjo, as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, introduced a lot of reforms, economic reforms in this country that changed this country for the good. Lagos was a commercial hub of Nigeria. Lagos was a center of attraction in Nigeria. In all the states in Nigeria, Lagos is the only state in Nigeria that has massive federal government presence. And this is born out of the fact that Lagos was once the capital of Nigeria. Lagos was the center of the colonial master administration. All the period when the colonial masters were in Nigeria, they used Lagos as their seat of power. They planned Lagos. The future of Lagos has already been decided even before Nigeria got her independence. That's why Lagos became the center of private and public organization. When Obasanjo became the president and introduced many economic reforms, Nigeria was experiencing economic boom during that period. Many organizations decided to site their offices in Lagos because of the presence of the seaport and the international airport in Lagos. When in school, you were taught that one of the factors people look out for whenever they are citing a business in any area is availability of raw material and markets. Yes, Lagos has all this in abundance. The presence of a seaport, the presence of an international airport that connect Lagos to the outside world. That was the reason why so many organizations cited their offices in Lagos. Even oil companies that go to the Niger Delta to drill oil, they have their offices in Lagos. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu was opportune to be the governor in Lagos as of that time when there were so many economic reforms in Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu benefited massively from the taxes that he got from these organizations and companies. That's what corrupted his mind to become a tax master. That is the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is all about IGR more than HDI. But compare that to Mr. Peter Obi. Peter Obi took over an Anambra state that was in comatose. An Anambra state that had the civil service dead. In fact, the secretariat was burnt. Anambra state that has schools that have been shut for 2 years. Anambra state that was in crisis. There was nothing moving on in Anambra state. And you can't go in such a state and start taxing the people. All you need to do is to start creating wealth. That's the reason why Mr. Peter Obi invested so much in HGI and changed the HGI in Anambra State. Anambra State became first in education. Anambra State became first in healthcare. Anambra State became first in security. Anambra State was the only state in Nigeria that did poverty mapping in order to eradicate poverty in the state. That is the reason why Peter Obi is quite different from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And when you look at their personal life, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's life has all been about politics. He has been enjoying the privileges of government money. But Mr. Peter Obi came from the corporate world where he built wealth, created wealth, built businesses from scratch, and is running one of the most successful enterprises in Nigeria today. That is the reason why Mr. Peter Obi has the ability to create wealth, has the ability to change the life of people whenever he's ruling. Unlike Bola Ahmed Tinubu that do not understand the concept of wealth creation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, everything about him is tax. He did it successfully in Lagos because I just mentioned to you why it was able to be done in Lagos. And now he's bringing that same Lagos model to govern Nigeria. It is not going to be possible for that to be done across the country. Nigeria is not Lagos. All the states in Nigeria do not have seaport. They don't have international airport. All the states in Nigeria do not have organizations that are paying taxes in millions to the state government. Nigeria has a complex problem, and you don't need to introduce the model you did in Lagos in Nigeria. That is the reason why he's failing. Tinubu is simply doing the wrong job. He is there because he was not meant to be there. The person that needed to be there is Mr. Peter Obi. This is what this man is telling you. Tinubu is doing the job of Mr. Peter Obi. You need someone that is a wealth creator to be the president in this country. You need someone that understands the dynamics of creating a business from scratch and making it to become an enterprise or an empire. That is what you need. You need someone that knows how to manage people. That is who you need to be your president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is far from being that person. That is the reason why we are where we are today, because he did not understand how to change the life of people for better. I remember a message that people were saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be rewarded because he has worked so hard in politics. Yes, he has worked so hard in politics in creating food soldiers, not in impacting the life of the people, just the same way Mr. Peter Obi did in Anambra State. Bola Ahmed Tinubu just created politicians that he knows he will use them to advance his political dynasty. Unlike Mr. Peter Obi was geared towards the people. That's the reason when you look at them speak, Peter Obi is all about the people. Look at Peter Obi's model of petrol subsidy removal. He said he will start by a gradual removal. He will not phase out the entire fuel subsidy. Maybe 50%, whatever that is gotten from the proceeds of the 50% removal will now be pushed towards solving our insecurity. Once insecurity is solved, it will allow farmers to go back to farm. Once farmers can go back to farm, it will boost our food production. When food production is boosted, it will drastically reduce food inflation. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu do not have that capacity to think through that. He thought all is all about fuel removal. That is the reason why he went on the day of his inauguration and shouted, "Fuel subsidy is gone." And instantly Nigerians were impacted with that one announcement. And he didn't stop there. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has gone ahead to increase everything available at his disposal. To him, to raise more money, you need to tax the people. Look at our interest rate. Our interest rate has moved from 18% to 33%. When you go to the bank to borrow money now, you pay more interest rate than you used to pay in 2023 before Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, the manufacturers and business owners that pay more money now in interest loan, they will now put the final price of that money into the goods that you go to the market to buy. This is the reason why you are experiencing hike in food price and goods in the market. The same is done to the import duties. Our import duties has increased. The money you pay now in importing things from overseas is way more higher than what we used to pay in 2023. This is the reason why the cost of commodities in the market, especially electronic, has gone over the roof. And Bola Tinubu is not even thinking of solving the insecurity. Farmers can no longer go to the farm. The people in the north cannot access their farmland because bandits have taken over their farmland. And bandits are having a field day now. They're even having a TikTok account where they are displaying the money they've gotten from ransom. And you think the people from the north that are watching this will not like to go into their venture? This is the reason why insecurity is not stopping anytime soon. And this is the reason why our problem keeps getting worse. The reason is because we keep electing people that are just politicians. People who all through their life, all the money they've made, they've gotten it from politics. People that have not built single word for themselves. People that have not managed people. You are giving someone that have not managed people, that have not created words for themselves, the opportunity to manage the resources of a state. How do you expect that person to manage it effectively if the person has not been able to manage his own resources very well? Understand that politics is not rivalry. Politics is not a game of compensation. Politics is all about your life. Politics determine your safety, survival, and existence. So many persons have died in this country today because of government negligence. It is because of the careless choices we've made while electing our politicians. We must learn to take electing public officials very serious. It should be our utmost priority because our country is at the brink of collapse, and the only way we can achieve this by saving our country is to ensure that we give power to those that understand power. We give public offices to those that understand the need to create wealth, the need to impact the people. Politicians that are people-centric. If that is not done, we will keep gnashing our teeth. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in the next video.